Yeah, you ladies are right. It was a rainy one out at Bob Pearl yesterday when Iowa took on Iowa State. And although the rain was falling, the runs were not. Junior pitcher Allison Ducey took no mercy, collecting 8 strikeouts for the Hawks. Iowa got their first hit in the 3rd inning by junior Haven Montier, but the Hawks just could not send her home. The Cyclones snuck ahead in the end with an RBI double in the 6th and a home run in the 7th, taking this one 2-0.
They can hit hard balls off of a very good team, off a very good pitcher. And as long as they understand that they can make those adjustments early on and know what they're up against and not being afraid. I think we played the last couple of weeks, we kind of played back on our heels and kind of afraid. And it's like there's nothing to be afraid of. We just got to go out and be aggressive and go after these games. And they did that tonight, so I was really proud of them.
Although Iowa lost against Iowa State, they showed improvement that they're hoping to bring into their weekend series against Illinois. And although softball is in the heat of their spring season, spring football is just getting started. And yesterday we heard from the offensive line on how the Hawks are shaping up this spring.
I think we're doing all right. A lot of guys are finishing people, so that's a good thing. I think the run game's going pretty good for everybody. I mean, we obviously got a lot of work to do, but spring ball's a fun time. We just get to go out and hit people.
Spring ball is really about just detailing the fundamentals. Coach always talks about spring ball being working on the ABCs of the game, meaning like your first step, your pad level, your eye placements, all stuff like that. Just working on the fundamentals right now. Just be a better football player.
I have not felt like these guys walk in here and they're not good examples for Jack Plum and Ezra Miller and Kellenberger and everybody else is kind of looking up to them a little bit and to say, hey, this is how we go to work. Quite frankly, it's been the opposite. I've been very pleased with their attention to detail and the effort level that they're giving.
I'm just thankful I'm not one of those guys that Tristan likes to hit, but if I were a running back, I'd certainly be happy to have him blocking for me. Here's what the running backs had to say on how their experience is helping them during this spring season.
A lot of potential here. We're not going to be playing a game tomorrow or anything, so it's definitely a process with everything. The coaches tell us every day. Our biggest thing is just get one better, find one thing and do better every single day, and that's what we've been planning on doing.
We got one younger guy in the room. Other than that, everyone is basically older, including myself, and I just feel like it's leadership everywhere. We're pushing each other daily to get better, in the meeting room, on the field.
These guys hadn't had a whole lot of reps, coming into last season. Torrin and Ivory had some experience and some playing experience, but not as much at it as it was last year. So I think the more times they see different things and different movements, the better they get with their eyes and able to, run with their eyes and their feet.
And while Wirfs and other players on the football team have been setting career bests in the weight room this offseason, gymnast Stuart Brown was scoring a career best at the Big Ten Championships. DITV sports reporter Marissa Kraft tells us about Brown's big night on the big stage.
Freshman Stuart Brown placed 3rd on vault at the Big Ten Individual Championships. Brown earned a career best with a score of 14.625. Even more impressive is the fact that Brown did not find out that he was competing until the afternoon of the event.
Because I didn't even know I was going to be competing today until like 2 p.m. Because I was one spot out of finals, and then JD texted me that somebody had scratched and I got in, and I just knew I had to capitalize on it.
And that's exactly what he did. He was the first to compete on vault and came out with a strong, solid routine. Brown was able to maintain the lead until the final 2 competitors performed, passing him up to earn gold and silver. Brown took this last-minute opportunity as a moment to show Iowa City just what he was capable of.
That was something coming in I knew that I was able to do, but I just knew there was a lot of good gymnasts and just wanted to do my best and put it up against their best.
Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, Marissa Kraft with DITV Sports.
Brown and the rest of the Hawks will be back in action next weekend at the NCAA Championships. That'll wrap it up from me, but come back on here tomorrow where we'll start to hear from the Hawkeyes preparing for the NFL Draft. Take it away, Becca and Kaylin.